And just like that, the next episode has begun. Welcome back to VA-11, Holy Cyberpunk Bartender Action. I am your host, MegaShadowFist, as I get video games, as I get commentary. When we last left off, we were talking to Alma here. We were talking about, Alma and Joe were talking about their ideal guys. And, Alma wants a drink to cure the spiciness. I've never had alcohol with spicy food, but if it's anything alcohol, like some soda and spicy food, I think this is probably the worst decision that you can make, but I'm not one to judge. Let's go and continue. So, can you get me a drink here? The spicy wings turned out to be spicy. Wait. Oh yeah, it was mild. I was like, what do you mean? Of course they were spicy. Yeah, but it was mild, that's right. What do I get you? Anything, as long as it helps me with the spiciness in my mouth. That's really helpful. Okay. This is one of those times where I wish that I actually bought this thing for Jill so she could give me a hint. So, for me, I think maybe the Suika was spicy? Like, what can counter spicy food? We're gonna go by type, by flavor. She said anything will do as long as it's like a sugar rush. That's so much sugar that maybe it'll counteract the spiciness. I don't think tastes work like that. We'll go with it. 1, 2. Usually, what I do when I eat something spicy is I don't do this to like. I don't do this to help with the spice, like to help heal my tongue or my mouth. I do it to freshen my breath. I usually have a green apple afterwards. Cause that's like this thing. There's like this thing. I'm pretty sure it's not actually true, but you hear some voice actors say 1, 2 that eating green apples will help prevent you making these weird, sweet, light, and fruity, as girly as it gets, prevent you from getting like weird mouth movements, like that sounds that your microphone will pick up. Generally speaking, that only really happens with me if I put like chapstick on beforehand, but here. Okay, it worked! I was like, oh no, did I mess up? But yeah, I usually do that, cause like for some reason, green apples and just regular water, that combination, like it makes it so that you don't have the worst breath in the world after eating like the spiciest food in the world. Anyway, let's go and continue. Generally speaking, you're actually not supposed to drink water with spicy food, in case, I don't know if you know that or not. That all that does is move the oils around your tongue, and it doesn't actually help. Generally, you're supposed to do is drink milk or something that can break down the compounds of the spiciness and alleviate things. Anyway, let's get back into things. Whew, it helped. Thanks. Alright, so next question. What kind of girl do you like? Okay. You first! Sorry, I don't swing that way. I was about to say, are they both, like, in their partner? Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl is cute or cool, but... Nope, I prefer men in my bed. Now you! Shit, just calm down. I guess that's interesting, though. Like, I never really thought of it that way, but, like, if you're into both, like Jill is, maybe you'd have, like, an ideal type for either situation, huh? I never really thought about it that way. I guess I like girls with light-colored hair. I was about to say, this is light color, but it's light, but it's not light-colored. It's like, I don't know. Light-colored hair? Yeah, you know, like redheads and such. What about white, like your boss? Yep, you were just setting me up for that comment, weren't you? Sorry, it's just that when she got here with the bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. She's obsessed with her boss. It's really unhealthy. Your whole behavior transformed. You became giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Your whole behavior transformed. You became giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. So, light-colored hair. What about blondes? Do you like me? Sorry, Alma, we don't swing that way. What does that even mean? Yeah, I guess. We don't swing, okay. Let's aim into girls too, and I start hitting on you. Would you go along with it? Nice body, pretty face, and a good apartment? I would have never let you go. Okay then, enough tangents. Why don't you tell me why you're feeling shitty these last days? What? Oh... that. I told you not to think too much about it. Nope. And I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill, you've had my problem so many times. Now I want to help you. Come on, come here. Eh? I told you to sit here, come on. Eh? What? What are you? This is the first time that we actually get to see her. Like, this is the first time we actually get to see, like, her model here. This is the first time that we've seen her in the game, but... Alright then, now I'm the bartender and you're the client. Oh, that's interesting. Hardly. The bartending station only works with me. I see. Okay then, I move this here. Click. Whoa, no! Arus. It said Arus. Right there. So that was, you saw there was a bunny. It said Arus written in katakana. So that's Alice_Rabbit for you. Okay then, I move this here. Click here and... Now it works for you, for me, and that dog in Hawaiian shirt. Oh, that's right. I forgot she is like that. Like, she's like a hacker. Why with him, too? He's a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Right. And how did you even manage to... Oh, yeah, hacker. Right, like, I forgot, too. Now we change rules. You've been feeling shitty. Mind telling me why? Oh, I hope she didn't make it so that didn't work with, Gillian. I didn't think of... Okay. It's a long story. I don't even know where to start. Start from the beginning. Okay then, it's something that goes back to my college years. Whoa, that's taking it way back. Hey, we're not that old! Back in compulsory education, I never made too much of an effort, but I managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. And then, of course, when I got to college, shit started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. Burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to get up good grades. After about half of the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. Oh, so that's how they met. She helped me a lot with my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave more credits. I really liked her, and after some time I found out she liked me too. Oh, we started going out. I met all of her family even in... You want a drink? What? You can't drink on the job? Oh, that's right. We're not working. I'm sorry. That's right. But you... Hey, but Alma, you drink. You can't drink on the job either. A drink. Around this time, there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client. I love how meta this is. There was no such pause. Please, I want to test this whole bartending interface. A sugar rush then. You can't mess that up. Right. She'll ask for a sugar rush. Now how did this thing work again? Oh, I love that. That was the first thing that I was gonna check. Welcome back, Alma. Oh, that was you did such a great job. Sugar rush. Okay, so 2A, 1P, all mix. It's alright, you can't mess up because I'm a professional bartender myself. Except I'm not really in real life. What if, like, 5 years from now I became, like, a bartender? Like, as, like, a part-time job or something? And I came back and I watched this video, I was like, haha, you don't know! In which case, what if that actually happened? This whole thing about me talking about myself 5 years in the future would be very, like, I don't know. Anyway, mix, and stop. Here we go. Here! Thanks. How is it? Like I said, you can't mess up a sugar rush. I have this gut feeling that with your body, you make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know. People don't go to bars for cuteness, though. You've obviously never been to a cat bar, then. A cat bar? Besides, my boots can be a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. So keep telling the story. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half of it became nothing but study session after study session, investigations, my thesis. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly, while reading my said speech, thesis, so she actually went on to, like, graduate school and everything, huh? I almost had a panic attack. They have public speaking. I realized I lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I had only gone through the motions, day after day, from high school to graduating. I felt like whole years of my I felt like whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point I stopped, and realized I needed a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. I needed all of my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So, a couple of months later I got an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was proud of me back then. But I was just scared. That would be my job. I'd spend my life expending what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like the one that had graduation, but then when I turned 40? Okay, so hold on. So, I'm trying to picture how old she was. So she said she had her thesis, so I'm assuming that was graduate school, right? So, graduate school for your master's is usually 2 years after a 4-year degree, which is a bachelor's, right? So 6 years. Generally speaking, people are 21 or 22 when they graduate, so that put her at 23 to 24 for the master's thing. And so she said the past year and a half. So she dated Lenore for 3 years, she said. So I'm trying to think, how long ago was this? I don't know. What if I had a sudden realization like the one that I had at graduation? When I turned 40. I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things evolved pretty quickly. She said one too many things, I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of her house and I broke a vase in the process. Okay, so this is that same thing, and I believe, so they were dating for 3 years, right? And she said that, hold on. The past year and a half, okay, I can't do this mental math for some reason, I'm stupid. After that, I never spoke to her again. Damn. I'm sorry, I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all that. Nah, it's alright. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty for years. I have, but it's not just because of that. Eh? The other day, Lenore's sister Gabrielle came to this bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Yeah, that's pretty. Localized nanomachine rejection, a heart attack. Apparently, she had it for a long time, but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left. I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. It wouldn't have. She probably would have died anyway, but at least she probably would have been happier. So, yeah, this is my attempt at trying to console her, and that's not working out very well. And if it's true she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me she was sick when we were together? I don't know. I just feel like all kinds of failure. Jill. And to make it worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yes, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid, for fuck's sake. She lost a sister who pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride? Fear? A stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past? Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize to her forever. Truly forever. I was such a piece of shit. A selfish piece of shit. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect this story to be this. Yo, Boob Tender. I suddenly got lightheaded for some reason. Ooh. Yo, Boob Tender. Yes? Can you get me a big beer here? Coming right up. A big beer, big beer, big beer. What makes a beer big in this thing? I feel like realistically we could probably mess up and like everything would be okay, since like Alma doesn't know what she's doing. A beer is a bubbly drink, actually. I took the bartender exam. I took the bar exam. I took the bar exam. That's why I'm also a lawyer, so I can be a lawyer and also bartend at the same time. Boom! Ching! I come here all day, folks. 1, 2. 1, 2, 4. Wait, I already know how to make a beer. Why am I looking this up? Alma, you're making me forget that. I already knew how to make a beer from memory. What am I doing making this up? Or what am I doing, like, looking this up? 1, 2, stop. Here we are, serve. Big beer for Jill. Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the kids in my apartment. Do you drink lots of beer? One of the perks of the BTC-issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. What the heck? Why did you get a liver implant? At least you won't have to worry about, like, what's it, sclerosis? Multiple sclerosis? Is that the, what's the one that happens with, like, where your liver develops scar tissue? It results from, like, drinking. Liver develops scar tissue. Cirrhosis. Yeah, cirrhosis. What's sclerosis, then? Let's look at this up. We're gonna learn multiple sclerosis. A disease in which the immune system eats away at the protective covering of the nerves. What? Hold on. This is a really big tangent, but can't be cured, but treatment may help. No, I don't want it. I mean, I could donate later, but not right now. The cause of MS is still unknown. Scientists believe, whatever. Like, definition of MS. Let's see what they say here. It involves immune mediated process which... No, don't friggin... Abdominal responses of the body's immune system is... Multiple sclerosis, MS, involves an immune mediated process in which an abnormal response to the body's immune system is directed against the central nervous system, which is made up of the brain, spinal cord, and optic nerves, of course. Oh, I can't say of course, I can't assume that everyone knows that. The exact antigen or target that the immune cells are synthesized to attack remains unknown, which is why MS is considered by many experts to be immune mediated rather than autoimmune. Interesting. Immune mediated rather than autoimmune. That's interesting. Okay. Let's go back. I always had, like, an interest in that type of stuff. I always wondered, like, if I could be, like, a doctor or something. I would never be a doctor, but I don't know. I just like knowing about that stuff. Anyway, one of the perks of the BTC-issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. Oh. Hey, Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stress is my default state. Honestly, anyway. So just like you're behaving right now. Yeah. So just like you're behaving right now. Shut up, I was worse. Can't picture that. Don't, it's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. All of that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. Do I dare make it? Do I dare? Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Probably not the right time. She would always push me into social interactions. If she saw me by myself, she would drag me with her. Watching people is fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Yeah, it depends on the situation. Sometimes I like doing it. Sometimes I prefer doing the latter over the former. Or the former over the latter, I should say. Sometimes I like doing the latter over the former. Lenore would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Okay. That's the type of thing that I would blush at, probably. Man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person, I just wanted to apologize. And now... You know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. Oh? Back when I was thinking what the hell to do with my life, I remembered a night we spent in a club. She started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks and changing lives. She said, if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Huh, interesting. Are you okay? For some value of okay, yeah. That's alright. Anyway, but what's not alright is that this is the end of the episode. I'll probably see you guys in the next episode.